Folks, football season is in full swing, and with more to talk about it is our next guest, your football coach in high school, Rex McDonald.
Woo!
Let's go!
Hi.
Whoa! Let's go! Ha! Yeah. You ready for this football time?
Okay, all right, Coach Rex. You seem to be a little intense. You can just tone it down a notch. You know, it's a talk show, not a football field.
Life is football practice, Jillian. You gotta look your linebacker in the face. You gotta punch him in the snot box and send him home crying.
I'm sorry, what?
Look, Coach Rex, we thought we'd have you on here to talk about the NFL.
You mean the National Fairy League? Yeah, that's what it's come to. Back in my day, we used to hit our heads so hard we used to vomit blood for an hour. And boy, did we love that. Talk about a real meat, sweat, grind out, just armed and fabulous, Miss Congeniality 2 type football.
So what's your take on the NFL?
Okay, he's from another time, Dan.
No, a better time. Back when fundamentals were fundamentals.
Okay.
Back when you used to break down, wrap up, tackle, and steal money out of your uncle's back pocket and funnel it off in an offshore bank account in the Cayman Islands like a real man.
Well, no, maybe you can describe your practices. I mean, what do they look like?
Jillian,
Okay.
my practices are a gridiron meat sweat. You ever try and catch a pig who's been scurrying around in the mud for an hour? That's the type of D1 town that I'm preparing these kids for. In my practices, you'll find everything. You'll find shin burgers, muckrackers, a VHS I made in college explaining how to tackle, and we've even got hand sewage.
I don't know why I'm asking this. What is hand sewage?
Oh, it's that thing where your hand reeks so much from a day on the gridiron that the only way to truly clean it is if you dip it in sewage.
Oh, God, I'm gonna throw up.
All right,
Oh,
Coach
sorry.
Rex, this all sounds disgusting. I mean, this can't be what you do at your games, is it?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Jillian. In our games, we like to develop what I call an act first, think second approach. Sure, you should always think first. Obviously, think before you speak, think before you act. But metaphorically speaking, it's winners in life who do things before they think. Ha! Yeah, you're not a winner, are you, Dan?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I try and impart this wisdom on my young players, especially the younglings, the Pop Warner type guys. I look them in the eye, and I say this. I say, kids, remember two things in life. Act before you think. As long as the dent isn't bigger than 1/4 of an inch, you're free to drive away. It's fine.
No, look, Rex, that's not. I mean, we're teaching kids here, Rex. We can't. Come on.
Coach, Daniel, come on.
I'm sorry, Coach Rex. Can't you at least give us some hope for the sport? I mean, look, it's as divisive as it's ever been. Do you see it getting any better? Are you hydrated?
Oh, I'm hydrated, Dan. That's the third thing that I always tell the kids. I forgot that one. Okay, Dan, your question about football. Is it getting better? Is it a great sport? Is the sky blue? Is grass green? Does a hog squeal when you pick it up from its back hide? And of course, Dan. This is life, Daniel. I don't have to tell you this.
But like specifically, how do you see things getting better? I mean, how do you see things going better with this whole, national anthem controversy?
Well, back in my day, we didn't even kneel. Kneeling wasn't a thing. We didn't even have knees, for Christ's sake. It wasn't until World War II that this was instated into the game, into sports, people started kneeling. Honestly, in my opinion, it's just propaganda.
Oh, well, that's actually a really insightful point, Rex. Thank you for offering that. Like, we really appreciate this kind of dialogue on our show.
Yeah, we didn't have knees. Knees are an important thing. We should talk about that more.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's all the time we have. Give it up for Coach Rex, everybody.
Go Wolves!